It's way too early for epic coffee time.
Epic coffee time. We need to come up with a catchier jingle.
Yeah, we do. And that's your assignment this week. Come up with a catcher jingle. And we're a little bit too tired to do it right now. Anyway, welcome to the 4 and 20 edition of Epic Coffee Time. We were supposed to have a special guest this morning, but he called off sick. So I don't know what's sicker than being here. But
I guess we're just going to show his movie covers. Kevin Strange was supposed to be with us this morning. Strangely, he called off sick. And we have some of his... He's doing books these days, but this is what he's known for.
It's called
in the past.
Strange Fiction or Stranger Than Fiction or...
Strange House Books.
Strange House Books.
Strange House Books, and we'll put them all up here.
So
all right.
That's Kevin's cameo.
Yeah, this is as close as we're going to get to Kevin. Right there is actually having him on it. Here, right there. Zoom
Thanks
in on
for
that.
kind of
Hi,
being
Kevin.
here.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi, guys.
I had quite a few people last night that I was talking about that knew Kevin, and they were pretty excited that he was going to be on here because they hadn't seen him in a while. Apparently, you're hiding out.
Sock puppet. He gets a sock puppet next time.
Yep, I forgot
Okay.
the sock puppet.
All right. Well, sock puppet James is hanging with Kevin. I guess,
We
this morning.
are organized.
So, but he did send me a top 10, and that's I guess we'll give him credit.
We'll
for
make
that.
Dominic read it.
I don't want to.
So anyway, first point of order, we were going to measure Steve for the.
I had no gain or additional loss as of yesterday. I did not check it today, which would have been the 72-hour mark. Give you an update on that.
On Wednesday's show, you'll get the full update.
We are
So
super.
you guys have zero to report today.
Zero to report today. Except that it is 4:20.
We have come up empty.
Dave, just put your arms around me, and does it feel? I think it.
Okay.
Look, it feels smaller.
It does feel smaller.
The skinny wraps work.
That's what she said.
Go to Crusting Wraps and purchase those too because they're an amazing product. Getting ready for bikini season. A couple days before you get on the beach, you can wrap one around your thigh. Probably not the one I put on my stomach, but they have some different sizes available. And if you get 72-hour loss of 1 inch to 2 inches, be rocking that bikini, I guess, or a pair of shorts.
So the other part of that is you can find the link to Rusting Wraps, the skinny wraps, on our website. Go to Friends of the Show tab, and it'll be right there. So click on the link. And remember that for every wrap that's purchased, $5, Leslie will donate $5 to Fade to Black. So once again, we appreciate that support. The other part of Fade to Black is, gentlemen, we crossed the $500 mark. So thank you very much for your generosity, and that means at some point this here is going away this morning. So I haven't quite figured that out. Did get batteries in the charger. Sock puppet James was supposed to shave it, so since he's not here, we'll have to maybe let Dave do the honors.
Sarah gets to do that.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great idea.
That's right. We do have Dave's daughter with us this morning. So, and thank you for being here. You won't go on camera until you shave me, I guess. So, anyway, we got more stuff coming up. The part about 420 was we wanted to do 4 top 10 lists and 20 questions. And I guess there's no better time to start the 20 questions than now. But I did tell you they're not in a row. So the 20 questions is with Dave this morning, and Steve, you can jump in at any time. And Dave, I put you on the spot, but I did say I can ask him anything, and he did say yes. So I guess this morning, first of all, how is your condition at this point, and what is the prognosis
That's 2 questions.
Anytime you use the
There-
word and.
there's
down to 18.
there's a comma. There's a
Down
comma
to
before the
18.
end. So
Okay.
I want the full vote.
Actually, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm having, you wanted honesty, right? I'm having a lot of pain in my hip and my leg right now, but I'm getting some tests this week to figure out what to do about that. And the prognosis has remained unchanged. Worst case scenario is I check out before Christmas, but anything could happen. It could be a lot later than that, we're hoping, but that remains the same. And we're also scrambling to find out how we. My doctor wants to put me on this medication, which is like chemo in a pill, Tarseva. Yeah, we can go ahead and say that. And it's about $7,000 a month. And all we figured out right now is insurance won't pay for it. So they're looking for funding for that right now as we speak. As soon as they find funding, I might be starting that.
So we should start Save Santa Claus campaign. Anyway,
Yeah, if you want me to last till Christmas, you betcha.
any donations to Fade to Black will go toward that as well. So remember, when you pop on there or when you buy one of our bracelets, it's always for a good cause. So, and we appreciate your support. Dave, I guess as a guy that's facing his demise, what goes through your mind on a daily basis? How do you keep moving forward?
A lot of times I just don't think about it because I don't want to be dwelling on it all the time. Occasionally, if I think I can use it to my advantage, I will. Like, listen to me, I got cancer, or I'm dying here, you better hear what I got to say. Hey, can we move up in line? I don't got that much time left. Most times I really just don't think about it. I try to just live each day like I want to, and occasionally when I'm bogged down with stuff I don't want to do, then I'm like, so this is how I'm spending my last days. But I've just wrapped my head around it, and it's there. I don't pretend it doesn't exist, but I don't dwell on it either.
So if there was something that you would say to another patient that was suffering, just to try to keep them up, positive or upbeat, what would it be?
Have fun with this. Laugh at it. Don't sit in a corner and cry all day. We all check out sometime or another. So, and honestly, one of the things that we talk about is I can walk out, try to get in my car tomorrow and get greased by a bus. And then, hey, it didn't matter how much time I had left. So, just live each day like you don't have too many more left. And I find I'm enjoying putting more value on my time and enjoying myself. And Kevin, this is all your fault. If you were here, people wouldn't be listening to this.
So the final question before we move on to the top 10 list.
20 questions?
Close
It's
enough.
not in order.
Close enough.
I think it's 6. But you're an avid runner, and from time to time, not
Sometimes vegetarian.
sometimes vegetarian. Was that a blow to your ego? I mean, how did you deal with the non-ability to just get up and start running again and all of that?
I haven't really completely come to terms with that. I hate the fact that I can't do that anymore. I haven't given up hope that maybe one day I can. First, I got to walk normally, and we're working on that. And I haven't given up hope completely, but yeah, I've accepted it. I'm not happy with it, but I've accepted it. Running was a huge part of my life for a very long time, and I don't know. I felt like I lost my best friend. So that's about where I am with that.
And I think, as you may or may not know, Dave's an avid writer, and some of his earliest works were published in running magazines. So he's closely tied to that community, and it's something that I'm old wheezy. I can't do half the stuff I used to do anymore, but my mind still tells me it's okay. So I think for me that'd be a huge struggle, but thanks for being pretty candid about that. So we'll move on to the top 10 list. The questions will get deeper and heavier as it goes. So the first top 10 list today is top 10 nicknames for cancer. So, Steve, start with number 9 and
Number 9's at the bottom.
Number 10, and move your way up. Yeah.
All right. Number 10, Sock Puppet James Syndrome. This is top 10 nicknames for cancer. Number 9, Chinese lead poisoning or cat food. Lymph Nodus Maximus is number 8 on the top 10 nicknames for cancer.
You write these in the car on the way over?
Yeah. Number 7, the early dismissal. You might want to scan on Dave for number 6, the missing link. All right, number 6. Or did I already do number 6? Anyways, John Wayne's curse. Because I guess
We really need that cricket sound.
anything.
Road noise is helping out today.
Number 4, since John Wayne's curse was actually number 5. Number 4 top 10 nickname for cancer is the Wacky Doctor Gang. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Number 3 was one of my favorites. Lumpy Gravy.
Did you know that Lumpy just died? Okay. That's
Number 2, the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Okay, that's my favorite.
And the number 1 top 10 nickname for cancer is the Devil's Munchies.
Oh my God.
Yay.
All right.
So we all know
think
of
what
the
comes next.
Edmund Fitzgerald, right? The legend lives on from the Chippewa. You got it. You're singing it right now in your head. On down to the great lake that they call Gitchagoo, which is fun to say. Anyway, it's also Record Store Day, and I asked the fellas to bring some of their most influential and favorite records from their collection. So I'm going to step aside here.
I couldn't help but bring more.
And Steve can't count, so he just proved it. So, Steve, you want to step up and show us your record collection and
Record collection. I have quite a few records in the collection. Oh, that's awesome.
We'll save that for later.
Meet the Beatles, which of course is we're working on our faces being shot in this pose right now, the 4 of us, with the real James, not Sock Puppet James. I remember I had probably in kindergarten or first grade, had a guy play the Beatles for me. I could not believe that they were already broke up. It blew my mind, and just love this album. I like all Beatles music for sure.
it was kind of funny that you brought that up because the original process behind Epic Coffee Time was a show called Beat the Beatles. It was going to be a cooking show with guests, and it hasn't panned out yet. So
Kind of like this show.
And then my parents were huge hippies, so the next album, I remember coming home. We lived in Grafton, and we had a driveway that was probably a good quarter of a mile that we had to drive up. They were super excited that this album was stuck in the door by the mailman. I have that album in my collection as I grew up. I think I got it in the divorce. And it is Elvis Costello, My Aim is True. And just about every album by Elvis Costello I love as well. I got just as excited that my parents would play this thing. There's a couple of strange albums by this guy and that I don't quite get into. Anything with Burt Bacharach or doesn't really do anything for me. But this is a great album. If it's not in your collection, it should be. This would have been a Dan Pyle influenced album. We had this on cassette, and we used to walk around town with a boom box. We played this and Scorpions' Blackout, and probably that was about it.
AC/DC's Back in Black, which everybody has in their collection.
And the record I
Dave.
couldn't find was Loggins and Messina. We used to play the shit out of that too. Mick Fleetwood's The Zoo, just because I'm a huge Fleetwood Mac fan. Loved this 80s cheese that he put out. And just because he's weird looking on the cover, too. And definitely a good album.
Sad thing is that the cameraman picked all this out.
Yeah, I said go down and grab any 4 albums. All of them will be influential. There's a story for all of them.
So you're starting young and having good taste, right?
Pretty much.
So, Dave, your influential album?
Well, I actually brought.
A couple.
Okay, well, first of all my influential albums I lost in a pseudo-divorce years ago, so I don't have any record albums. I actually borrowed Kim's album, Footloose. It's Saturday morning, it's early, why not have a little bacon, right? Yeah, I know that Kevin Bacon's not on this album at all, but all I can think about is everybody loves bacon. So why not have a little Footloose? And Kevin Bacon is even relevant today. He has quite a following, I understand.
Yep.
Okay, now the cricket sound effect there, huh? Anyway, the other one I brought, left over there was thank you very much. I was actually going to talk about Michael Jackson, but we decided that was in bad taste.
There's kids present.
There's kids present, and kids are still nervous around the term Michael Jackson. So, anyway, we'll stick with this. I can't compete
if you look here, this is a nice little segue into Wednesday's show, Holding Out for a Hero, and that will be the theme of Wednesday's show. We're actually going to we're looking for superheroes is what we're looking for, because God knows this nation needs one right now. So
A hero theme show coming up?
Yeah. You should.
You didn't get the
So
video?
so you guys are going to dress up like your favorite superhero?
As close as we can get without violating any licensing agreements.
Probably holding up albums. Mick Fleetwood's going to send me a cease and desist letter.
So, anyway, it is Record Store Day. Find yourself local record store.
Euclid Records has got stuff going on all day, I know, for a fact.
Yeah, huge things going
Well,
on
are you
there.
going to do your record?
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Come on. We have to do Dan's record.
And this is a dandy. This was well before I was born. In 1964, Phillips 66 released a album by Stan Musial. And this one's actually signed to Bynum, but I don't know who that is. So I'm going to tell you it's my uncle. And
Uncle Bynum?
Uncle Bynum. But anyway, by the time I got this, it actually comes with a booklet of hitting instructions, which is actually pretty cool. But by the time I got this, there was a skip in the record, so all I ever learned to do was bunt. So my baseball career was cut short. Thanks, Stan.
Now, is this hanging on your wall, or is it in in a cabinet on a shelf with doors?
This is eventually going to go in the man cave. But, guys, you know how that works.
You're allowed a man cave?
Well, it's one of those someday never comes type of deals that we all dream about. And that's what you said. You're allowed a man cave. We all get excited about it, but there is none.
It's called the garage.
That's right.
Oh, it's a garage.
Yeah. It's a garage, it's an outhouse, it's a shed, it's a hole in the backyard.
My garage doubles as a mechanic shop for drift cars, so I don't think I'm setting up there anytime soon.
Nice.
So, Dave, you got your.
I'm a little disappointed
you
that
got
no
your
one
top
brought
10?
a William Shatner album. I didn't have one, but top 10 list.
Oh, you own one?
Bill Shatner.
No, Bill Shatner. Yeah, actually, I have a couple top 10 lists here. Which one we're doing? No, we don't want that one. I love technology. This would be. You want me to start?
Yeah.
We're professionals here. Top 10 things you don't want to hear at your own funeral. Now, this goes a little beyond 10. I wrote the first 5, and then Dan and I collaborated late one night online on the rest of them, so we're just going to run with it.
It's funny what kind of comedy pain medication will produce.
That's right. Pain medication and insomnia.
Weren't you guys thinking of tacos or something during that, or Taco Bell, or I think there was a whole conversation about wanting to eat something, and anyway.
You can't.
I don't have my cricket sound effect ready. Okay, so again, this is top things you don't want to hear at your own funeral. The hot neighbor claiming she wanted to sleep with you all the way to the end. Hearing about that. Everyone knew he was secretly straight. Okay, that was my favorite one. His girlfriend never cheated on him or lied to him, not even once. Okay, crickets for that one.
Crickets.
Well, if number 9 was his favorite one, that means it's all downhill.
All downhill from here. The minute you heard epic coffee time, it was all downhill from there.
Right.
They discovered the cure for that last week.
Oh.
Don't know what he died from. The doctor said he didn't really have cancer. His girlfriend hit the lottery yesterday. Okay, and then we go on to these are Dan Piles. The prize patrol showed up this morning. They thought I was fucking with them. I'll put that summons right here in your casket. You've been served. I changed his Facebook relationship to his Facebook status to in a relationship with the devil. I guess I don't owe him that money anymore. They didn't have enough money to pay for the casket, so as soon as he's done, that body's going to the dumpster. And I'm pretty sure the next one doesn't have anything to do with that. Oh, James, are you going to be in attendance?
I got family dinner that night.
Okay, James, we know you're at work today. Kevin's sick. What the hell is Sock Puppet James' excuse?
Just he's sleeping.
I think he's being laundered.
He's sleeping.
Being laundered. He's running a fence and now getting laundered. Do we want another top 10 list, or are we going on to another?
Actually, we'll cut back into 20 questions, and like I told you, they'll get deeper and heavier. So, now I look all serious.
Who does your hair?
Who does my hair? Nobody.
We couldn't tell.
I know it's a very fashionable look, but this is actually post-chemo, kind of growing back, not sure what to do with the style. I don't know. Then I decided if I make it to December, I'm probably going to try to get a job as a Santa around here somewhere. What do you think?
Good idea. Good idea. That's an old Merle Haggard song.
I've gained enough weight. I got a bowl full of jelly here. Got the beard going on. It should be a lot longer by then.
So I thought you had a
Who does
follow-up.
my hair?
I thought you had a
That
follow-up
was
to
it.
that.
Who does it? I didn't know. I mean,
now so soon.
We wasted all our journalism on yesterday's coverage of the finding the bombing suspect. So, if you didn't catch any of that,
where are you living is really the question. Where are you living if you didn't catch any of that?
right?
Crickets.
No, actually, it was a very impressive show of American law enforcement power, strength, or whatever. But
And we decided we're not going to write any jokes about this, at least not for a couple of weeks.
yeah, it'll be a little bit before.
Too soon.
Say rubber
Too
on
soon.
your boat.
We can laugh at cancer all we want, but this is a little more serious.
So, anyway, our hats off to all the folks out there in Boston that helped in the apprehension of the suspect. So, good day to be American.
And if I may, just real quick, we talked about my love of running, and for years and years, I ran every day, every week. And what's really a shame about this happening at the Boston Marathon is the Boston Marathon, if you guys didn't know, is the top running goal of any American non-Olympian athlete. I mean, if you're just Joe Runner, the ultimate achievement you can do is qualify to run in the Boston Marathon. That is what every weekend runner shoots for. I mean, obviously, if you're an Olympic runner, you shoot a little higher, but a big honor among a lot of my running friends around here is whenever somebody actually finally qualified to run in the marathon, because not everyone can run in the marathon. You have to have a qualifying time from another marathon just to run in that. So it really hit me here along a lot of lines, because I know that is the dream of every marathon runner, is to run in the Boston Marathon, and they picked that to hit us with, and so. And no jokes for me anytime soon. Of course, a lot of people could argue that there haven't been any jokes for me for a while.
So, Anyway, going on, I don't know, it's not going along that lines. Let's shift gears for a minute. You know, you have 2 children, and, you know, at some point you had to have that discussion with them to let them know how did that come about, and you know, did it produce a sustainable result?
I tweeted them.
I did not tweet. I would love to have Sierra answer this question, but she's not very verbose, and she's hiding over there. We actually, it was 2 weeks before, Kim and I dealt with this for 2 weeks before I told the children, and I wasn't really sure how to go about it, so we actually got a professional from Alton Memorial to sit in with us, and we had my ex-wife there, and I think it's gone pretty well. I think one thing I really love is my daughter is spending a lot more time with me, and I really appreciate that. And my son clings to me a lot more, and I enjoy that somewhat. We spend better quality time together. But the real benefit is, I think everybody's okay, but the real benefit is I'm getting a lot better time with my daughter.
No.
I appreciate that 100%. You could actually show her if you wanted to. She won't hide too much. That's my beautiful daughter, Sierra.
Now, trying to picture the scene in my head. They don't know what's going on. They walk in and there's a stranger sitting there. And you and their mother in the same room at the same time.
That's alarming.
Now, were you thinking you got caught on something else that he doesn't know about, probably, or going, oh my God, what's going on?
Really?
What time of the day was it?
It was in the afternoon after school. And for my ex-wife and I to be in the same room at the same time usually signifies the end of the world.
I mean, as a teenager, I would have been thinking of something I did. That I'm in trouble for something I did, not, oh, they're going to tell me.
Do you want to answer that, Sierra?
I do. Mom already told me.
Okay.
So there was a warning.
I guess, and Sierra's old enough and mature enough to, I wasn't really that worried about her. It was Lars that we were kind of worried about. He's gone back and forth with how he deals with it. I wish he was here to speak for himself, but he's playing baseball today, and I'm happy for him. It's the first game of the season. Awesome.
He didn't get the record, did he?
No, he didn't get the record.
Okay, good. So he swing away.
He didn't get the record.
Swing away, Lars. So one quick follow-up to that is, if you had something that you could leave for the kids, one statement that you'd want to share with them. Obviously, it'll be longer than a statement, but if there was one last thing that you could say, what would it be?
Don't eat ham and cheese.
It would not be don't eat ham and cheese. James isn't here, and his legacy lives on.
It would be somewhere in the conversation, though, right?
I don't know that you can distill it to one statement, but if there's one thing I've learned, don't waste time doing things you don't love. Do what you love. I've wasted a lot of my life doing things that I didn't like, and you and I have been together long enough that, I got really frustrated years ago because I was running around, working jobs I hated, making money to pay people I didn't know for things I didn't really care about, and I got out of that. A lot of people don't get out of that at all. Did you break one of my DVDs?
No, you can't break DVDs. The whole great thing about a movie like Cockhammer being on DVD is you can't break it. It's indestructible.
It is indestructible.
You can play it
and you can't get rid of it
1 million times, and it still will play with just as great a picture quality as it did.
And no matter how hard you try, you can never get this off your resume. Ever. Ever.
Stiff job.
But thanks, Kevin. It was a great time. I wish you were here.
One time when I worked at Applebee's, this was making the rounds in the prep kitchen very early in the morning.
Yeah.
And everybody was wanting to borrow it. It didn't have a case. It wasn't as cool looking as this one.
It's really bad. It is really bad, but so bad it's awesome.
And all the cool cooks that get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and cook food were watching this movie. So
I actually, that's what got me involved with hack movies at the time, is I watched that movie and I was like, oh my God, this is so bad, it's good, and I want to work with this guy. And it's like we said, we wanted him to be here to speak for himself, but he's really got highly involved in the book world now, and he's doing Strange House books. You can look it up online. He's having a lot of fun with that. We had a lot of fun doing the movies, and I know he's moved on to what he wants to do. We don't know if he's returning to the movies or not. He was supposed to answer that question today. But one thing about Kevin is he really loves what he does, and he has a lot of fun doing it. So you can really count on the quality product. These movies were not made in a serious sense, and you can really feel that, and they're a lot of fun. I imagine the books are too. Was hoping to get one today, but we'll try again later.
But what about the answer about what would you say to your children?
Do what you love. Were you not listening to me?
Yeah, but I don't think you're finished.
Oh my God!
I didn't think you were finished because once he dropped.
Well, I have a lot to say, but I'd like to say do what you love and don't waste time doing all the crap stuff. That's it. You might not be rich, but you'll be happy. You know what I'm talking about. I went through that years ago. Because so many people, I'm going to say it again, so many people spend all their time working a job they hate, making money they don't have to pay for things they don't need to impress people they don't like. And then they never ask themselves why. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing all this? And I did ask myself why, and I got out of it to a large extent. I don't do what I hate anymore. I do what I love. And that happened way before this diagnosis.
Thank God you're not getting paid for this, because we run into hell with that. But, Dave and I, and Steve and James, for that matter, we've seen each other come out of darkness. And, I think one of the things that has brought us together was that. And, to step into the light and enjoy life again. I think that's... what Dave said is true to an extent. We've all tried to find our way and do what we like, and this is where.
Were you talking?
We were having a conversation while we were talking.
This is where I get lost. You triggered the ADD. Hey, look, guys. There's other stuff going on. So anyway, back to. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a lot of blades on that fan. Anyway, Dave, you got the next top 10 list?
Oh, yeah.
Is it handy?
You have a top 10 list handy.
The magic of technology. You can pull it up. I've got it printed out. It's actually printed in pencil. I got an old printer.
Oh, that's no. Okay. No, yeah, I'm doing that. This is the top 10 benefits to an early demise. No more dealing with the X, number 10. Extended warranties? No, thank you. Number 8. Don't have to worry about unusual desires to watch Matlock and Murder, She Wrote. Everybody's chuckling. Okay, right, exactly. Buy now, pay later? Sure, why not? Significant amounts of money and embarrassment saved in regards to Viagra, Fixodent, Life Alert, and Depends. 3 words. No tattoo metamorphosis.
Maybe I didn't have that conversation with Dave and you.
The amazing sagging butterflies. That's
exactly. Having multiple credit cards is now a good idea. Number 3, anyone mention no more ex-wife? Number 2, no write-ups or discipline for this early out. That one is for my girlfriend. Number 1, I never wrote a number 1. We came up with.
We better get a drum roll.
Number 1.
This is the top 10 reasons for an early dismissal being good.
Think of how much you save on your taxes.
3.
I'll say where's my cricket sound?
Dominic's cricket sound sounds like a bed spring.
No more. Embarrassing epic coffee time moments.
That's what it should have been. No more epic coffee time. Dan, where were you?
The awkward silence.
I was over here. I was concentrating on the drum roll.
Yeah, James would be no more sock puppet.
We need a little sound effect machine for this.
And yeah, we do. We're such a low budget show. really
Oh,
couldn't
you
say.
got a good.
So anyway, we were going to have the sock puppet do it, but he's being laundered. So he wrote top 10 reasons sock puppets rule, which I have no idea how this ties into the show. But anyway,
I
thanks.
told you he's getting a big head. He's going to want his own show before too long.
I think that's what he's working on right now. He's gotten real obstinate. He's kind of taken on James' characteristics. Maybe they'll spin off a show, James and the sock puppet.
Call it foot and mouth.
So anyway, Dominic, you're supposed to read this because you got more of the sock puppet appeal.
All right, Dominic.
So,
hey, cameraman, what's up?
ladies and gentlemen,
Cameraman extraordinaire. Okay. Top 10 reasons sock puppets rule. We smell.
Which way does it start?
Yeah.
it starts from.
All right. We can say do anything that we want to because hey, who hates a sock puppet? We don't require batteries, right, ladies? We are very creative. Have you heard my poetry yet? You can tell us anything and we will listen. Got any confessions? Okay. We have our own language, so you don't have anything to worry about us cursing in front of your kids. We come in pairs. That's what she said, would like to say. Number 4, we are machine washable and like to tumble dry.
So bizarre. It's the funniest one of them.
We get attracted very easily.
Attached.
Sorry. We warm your hands and your heart at the same time. And number 1, we smell better than puppets and much better than regular socks.
Thanks, Dominic.
Thank you, Dominic.
I suck at reading.
Our rules.
No, not at all.
So now he's going to get his own highlight film. So watch for that later.
Oh, great.
Highlights at 4:20.
Oh, great.
So that's the end of the top 10 list for today. We did complete the 4.
We got one more thing to
We've
do,
gotten
don't
there. So we're down to the final act, so to speak.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun,
And
The stare is going to shake them.
we
On the
should-
stage?
Well, now, let me grab a...
We need to make final preparations for the
We might have an intermission for
for
a
the
second.
shaving. So
Wow, that didn't sound like a razor.
he didn't.
That's what she said.
Creak, creak.
Sounds like something sock puppet might do.
Yeah, do you need a sock puppet?
I believe Sock Puppet James
Yeah, just
was
like tape it
winning
to
the
the
vote
chin.
count to do this, wasn't he?
Actually, he did. Sock puppet James did win the
Just put it over stage.
win the.
Win the vote count to do this.
And so
And it doubles as a bark bag.
yeah, later on we'll be filling that with oats. So.
We broke it.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
This was not rehearsed.
We're having technical
I promise.
difficulties
We got
here.
this.
This was not rehearsed. It's hard to
Stay
believe.
on.
This is
The cameraman needs to...
Stay on Dave. On Dave.
Dave.
Dave's not here.
Yeah, James on here.
Dave, I should read it.
It's hard to believe, but this scene was not rehearsed ahead of time.
Now I've got the blades bent so they poke the shit out of my face. So
Hey, before we do something ignorant, we're at the Pump House Bar and Grill in Woodruff, Illinois.
You're giving away our secret
The
location.
secret back cave.
you said before.
This place is great. If you haven't been there, they were kind enough to tell us that we could tape a segment here because we thought we were going to have a guest, and
Yeah,
we
Kevin.
kind of wanted to not necessarily sit in my dining room every time we do that. It gets a little boring. Just to give them a plug, they're great guys. This place is great. Hicktown's going to be playing tonight at 9 o'clock. If you haven't seen those, they're a huge country, local country act that do a great job, and that's going to be something fun. If you haven't eaten the food here, it's great. 12 tap there. These guys definitely got your enjoyment in mind when they fix this place up.
Right on, and you will see a link to them on the Friends of the Show page later on today. But get your ass down here, really. support what's going on locally or not locally, put some gas in the car and drive. These guys have gone well beyond what we've asked to allow us to do this today. So
The priest is going to cut him. I said,
oh, you're not going to cut me with this.
It's not that kind of
Kind of
razor.
razor, honey.
This one will cut me. This one won't. So
Come on, Sierra.
Sierra, let's fight back at cancer by.
This was actually not Sierra's film debut. That was in Game
So-
Heads years ago.
What is it? Does it say that?
Just shave it.
Ooh.
That's Freeman, man. I'll make fun of you.
It was ew.
You're gonna have to do this to your dad later, so.
And I'd like to, while you can keep on that. I just wanted to add that it was my good high school friend Michelle that put us over the edge with the donations. I really appreciate it, Michelle. I appreciate everybody who's donated.
The worse job you do, the better. We are in it for comedy. Like if you went, oops, I slipped and got half his mustache. That'd be good.
I mean, we think it's funny, wouldn't we?
Oh yeah, I would have carved like a jack-o'-lantern.
What do you think we should, what role do you think we should do for me to play?
Until Christmas.
I think the whole 50 grand. I'll say if we get 50 grand.
Oh, if I gotta do this.
I think that's good.
So it's gone.
All right, it is gone. So
Well,
the rest of it'll leave later. So
thank you, Sierra.
thank you,
Yay.
Sierra. Thank you very much.
Very nice
And
job.
you know, with every whack, we got back at cancer just a little bit. So I don't know. Is this that one, right?
No, I think I'm.
So anyway, I guess we're gonna wrap it up. If you
We'll have the bag of whisker hairs on eBay store later today.
and actually, if this Stan Usual record here will be on the eBay store, so portion of the proceeds will benefit Fade to Black. So get on there, bid, be generous. Come on. And Fade to Black bracelets are available, and you can pick those up from somewhere.
Come to the pump house if I'm
Locally,
here.
we'll bring them to you. If you donate from afar, I'll be happy to mail them to you. I got a couple of them. They're going to the mail this week. So if you donate on Fade to Black and you want one, just let me know. Otherwise, come up to us or get us online. We'll get one to you one way or another.
How much for the starting bid for the whiskers?
The starting bid for the whiskers,
we haven't got that far yet.
99 cents.
And again, if you want to see this on, I think we could go all the way up to the 50 grand for this. I'm starting to really like it, and everybody's tolerated it thus far. But I think this would actually be something with a little weight if we put that on eBay.
I think the next level up is 2,000. Once we hit 2,000, we get to take a whack at that one. And
the camera guy's not too happy about
the
that.
camera guy's not, but we're going to shave his head once we get to 5. So he doesn't know it yet. You just found out. But anyway, I guess that's our show. Come and see us on Wednesday night at 8 o'clock, special time. We will have a special guest, the radio guru, Sean Valent, will be with us, and we'll be interviewing superheroes. So find out who America's next superhero will be Wednesday night at 8 p.m.
And as far as upcoming shows, we will reschedule Kevin Strange at another point. We'll try to work around his medical needs. But we also have other guests in the works. One, local writer Elizabeth Donald, looks like she's going to be on the show before too long. And we're going to also contact John Dunphy. And if you have suggestions on who you want to see as a guest on the show, including yourself, let us know. Do we still have the writing contest going on?
The writing contest is going on, but apparently people are real embarrassed about the way they write. So, we don't care. The worser the better is what we always say. And
The
so,
worse or the better.
Maybe you
Yes.
should contact the new Alton write-in mayor and see if he wants to be on your show.
Now that is not a bad idea.
It's a pretty epic thing that happened with
Yeah.
that being written in.
yeah, it
Good
is.
job. That is very good.
And-
epic. It is epic.
Epic.
And Wednesday should be the
Day that he finds out.
certification
Right,
test, so
right.
That's
So,
not a bad idea.
Brent Walker,
I did vote for him.
if
Way to go,
somehow,
Grant.
We
some
wrote
way
him
this
in.
We wrote him
finds
in.
its way to you, which, I don't know, it'd be a stroke of luck
He's got
or
a
genius.
Facebook page.
We'll be looking for you to come on the show and share with us, because we like writers and you encourage people to write, so we're
But
good with that.
We have also some friends of the show that will be along sooner or later. They're not necessarily celebrities, but there have been several people who have asked to be on the show, and we're not an exclusive club. We're just trying to figure out when we can put you on. So.
Right. And if you're not a celebrity, you have to wear leotards. So it's just one of the perks. You got to play along with our game. All right. So we've got some other stuff coming up. We'll let you know.
Superheroes this Wednesday.
Become a fan of ours on Facebook. The link's on the website, or you can find us somewhere on Facebook at just look up Epic Coffee Fans or Epic Coffee Time. You'll see us there. We're also on Twitter. You can start following us live during Wednesday's show. So at Epic Coffee Time, you'll find us.
Did I hear you correct that we're doing the show at 8 instead of 7?
Yes,
Okay.
We're going to do a tape upload, right? Or are we doing it at 8?
No, we're gonna record and then live chat on Twitter at 8 p.m.
We're
So,
trying something different this Wednesday. Some of us
again.
don't really like it, and some of us do, so we'll see what happens.
So you can write in your vote on whether to go live or I'd say Memorex, but I don't even know if they're still in business.
Oh, I think they make DVDs now.
That's good. Is it live or is it Memorex? What? What the hell does that mean?
Who's this 80s jerk off? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's our show. Thank you very much. Are you lost? Steve will be here at the pump house at some time today. Come down and order something great off the menu. Thanks again to the Pump House Bar and Grill in Wood River, Illinois, right off Route 143. Stop by today and grab yourself a nice cold beer and something good to eat.
The best food of your life.
Oh, yeah, the best meal of your life. That might be trademarked. I think that's enough, don't you?
That's it.
Good food.
Epic Coffee Time. See ya.
Epic Coffee Time. Fade to black.